Vocational opportunities for people with disabilities. Helena Industries.
Welcome to the Helena Industries Report. My name is Katie Gallagher, and I'm the Director of Marketing at Helena Industries.
My name is Carrie Jones, and I'm also an employee at Helena Industries.
1 in 5 Americans report that they have some sort of disability.
Coworkers, family, friends, you, me.
And so on the Helena Industries Report, we're committed to bringing on organizations and people here in the Helena community that are dedicated to providing opportunities for people with disabilities. Today, we have Karen Walsh with us. Thank you for joining us, Karen.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
And so Karen is the thrift store manager. Is that your official title?
Yes.
All right, so it's the Helena Industries thrift store. So it's our thrift store, which makes it even more special that you're with us today. So can you explain pretty briefly, most folks out there probably already know what a thrift store is, but what is the Helena thrift store, Helena Industries thrift store?
Well, the Helena Industries thrift store, one of the great things about it is it's a local thrift store, and it really focuses on gathering donations from the local community and really completing the mission of Helena Industries by hiring people with developmental disabilities and providing just fun activities and also fun employment.
Awesome.
How many employees do you have down at the thrift store with or without disabilities?
We have about 18 to 20 employees in total, and the employees that have what you would call developmental disabilities, they range about 6 Monday through Thursday, and then we have 9 on Friday. We also have a number of our hourly workers who have blindness, legal blindness, or other things that make their jobs a little more difficult too. But it's a great team.
It sounds like it.
So, what's rewarding for you working with these clients with developmentally disabilities?
I think this was the first job I ever had that I worked with people with developmental disabilities. I'm struggling with that too. That's a little hard to say.
Yes,
it's a tongue
mouthful.
twister.
Yeah.
And I think the best part about it is developing that team concept, helping them work on developing skills, and the excitement that they want to add to their fellow coworkers. I've learned patience, and I'm generally not a person who has a lot of patience, and it's much more fun at a job when you have more patience.
Yes.
So those are good skills for me to learn working with them.
I think we could all definitely learn to have a little more patience in life.
Yep.
Can you explain a little bit what the team members with disabilities do at the thrift store, some of their tasks or daily jobs?
Well, we have a lot of different tasks. Some of those consumers, developmentally disabled, they enjoy helping the donors take the stuff out of their car, bring it in, get it in the correct place. We have others that are incredibly good at hanging clothes perfectly with beautiful collars all and the buttons nicely matched up. The clothes are probably the largest part of our business, and there's probably 3 or 4 consumers that focus on clothes, and they do an amazing job of taking clothes that have been there too long off the floor, and then many of those clothes go down to Good Samaritans, and they're able to palletize those and get them to other communities that can use them. So we work very, very well with Good Sam's, and we like to keep it local.
Yeah, definitely have to have those partnerships in town, and I know that we do some of the electronics recycling, so the folks
Right.
that donate electronics to them come to our thrift store, so
Right.
seems like a great partnership there.
So how long has it been around?
Carrie, it started in 2010. Yeah, 2010. So we're going on our 8th year, and it's been I've been there a year, and it's been the most fun job I've ever had in my life. Definitely.
Awesome.
And so if community members want to get in on some of that fun, can you explain first when people can come and shop and what they might find at the thrift store when as a shopper, and then pair that with if people have things around their home that they want to get rid of, maybe it's unused or unwanted, how they can donate to support the mission of the thrift store.
We'll start first with the hours at the thrift store. We are open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 6 o'clock, and then on Sunday, did I say 8 a.m.?
I think so.
I'm sorry, 10 a.m. Please don't come that early. We're just getting started. So 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our donor door hours close about a half an hour before that because we just have a lot of things that have to happen in the store before we can close. Volunteers are always welcome. We do work with both community service. Some of the people come in to do community service and they can help in the afternoon. We also have a number of very dedicated volunteers. They generally volunteer from the hours of 3 to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday, or Saturday and Sunday. Okay. And those are hours where we don't have to go through the process of having a background check for the safety of our developmentally disabled.
Okay.
Donations, right?
Yes, if you want to donate. So, and especially highlight on what donations you're able to take, and then maybe some information on items that you're unable to take at the store.
Right. We ask that people bring us gently used items, new items. There's a variety of ways that we can sell them in our processing process. We have a wonderful silent auction area where the community members have been donating really cool stuff. Antique buffets, equestrian saddles, leather equestrian saddles, Zuni earrings, a Franciscenska pot, ceramic pottery. And we give the local community an opportunity to bid on those on a monthly basis. And we ask the community that things need to be in sellable condition. They, if they have a lot of tears, stains, rips, smells, pet hair, those are difficult for us to turn around and offer them on the floor. Mm-hmm. So, any more on that?
No, I think just to emphasize, to be thoughtful about the donations that you're bringing into the thrift store, because Helena Industries is a nonprofit as well, and so if the items can't be sold, then it shifts the cost.
Right,
so.
It shifts the cost.
Yes.
Some of the big items that we don't take would be mattresses, water beds. Very, very large-scale printers are not able to be used in the e-cycling program since we're a drop-off point. And things that are incomplete, you may have equipment that is still serviceable, but we don't have the repair facilities nor the people who are knowledgeable about repairing those. One exception, antiques. If your antiques have a broken drawer or something missing, please bring those because those always sell well on the floor.
So when do you guys do the auctions?
We have those on a monthly basis, and we are on our 8th month. So we start them the first day of the month, and then the third Sunday, it's usually around the 22nd or 23rd, 21st, we end on a Sunday night at 5 p.m. The results are tabulated the next day, and then people have that entire next week to pick up and pay for their items. And then we start over the next month with lots of new cool stuff.
Now, can you tell us about the half-off sale on Wednesdays?
Well, that's our most popular sale, and the half-off sale is open to the public, 50% off on Wednesdays. It is crazy and fun, and it's kind of like a party. And we really enjoy that. We were able to stock the floor with a lot of really nice stuff. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, we spend a lot of our time getting new items on the floor also. So it helps us schedule employees, it helps the developmentally disabled have a regular pattern of when we stock and when we take things off the floor. And we also have a 25, I know this is what you want to hear, Carrie, we have 25% discount off for those employees of Helena Industries. And that's any day. So Wednesdays you would get 50, but 25%
Every day
any
of the
other
week.
day, yeah.
And so when you say 50% off, you know, sometimes you go to a
Yeah.
sale and there's items that are excluded from that. Are
Right.
any items out on the sales floor excluded from the 50% off sale on Wednesday?
There are just a few.
'Kay.
So we tried to really make that, you know, a very narrow
Yes.
area.
All right.
So we've got sterling silver jewelry that we generally don't put in the 50% off sale. And then our silent auction items aren't in the 50% off sale. So that leaves 95% of the floor space is
half off.
50% off. Yeah.
All right, and you're talking about 50% off sale and silent auctions and how donations support Helena Industries. Can you talk a little bit about when people purchase items from Helena Industries? What are they doing? Where does that money go?
Well, the best part about that is it all stays local. I mean, it is paying for the entire program, and it also helps support other programs at Helena Industries that may require have more expenses. That money basically moves through the system. We're able to recycle items here in Helena, move them through a process where they go to an owner who would appreciate them more. I like to think of it that way. And they're willing to pay a small price for that, and that supports our mission with the developmentally disabled. So I just see it as a really beautiful circle of moving items that a donor may not use anymore, or gosh, where's the next best place for this item I don't use to go? And we would love to be that place.
Now, do you guys still do deliveries, or did that stop?
We no longer have the donation truck. It was one of those items that would be better utilized in another area, the e-cycling program. And what we found interesting about it is there was a high cost to go out in the community and pick up those items, between the salaries and the truck and the gas and the insurance and the workman's comp and some of the dangers of moving furniture. And what we found very interesting is many people we haven't dropped any in our furniture sales, and people are finding ways to get those pieces of furniture to us. So we're very grateful for that. I know it is an inconvenience for some, but for our mission to thrive, that was a decision we had to make.
Yeah. And it was a very tough one, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was. It
So-
was. And the best part about it is the two people that were on the donation truck, they were such valuable employees. They are now in different parts of Helena
And
Industry,
thriving and
they
helping a
love
lot.
it. They
Yes.
love it. So that turned out very, very well.
All right, anything you want to add, Carrie, before we kind of recap the hours and why it's important to shop local and shop at the Helena Industries thrift store?
I think I'm good.
All right, so can you recap, Karen, if people have questions maybe about coming in and volunteering, if people want to learn about the hours or maybe what's accepted and what isn't, how do they contact the thrift store?
Well, the easiest way to contact us is call 442-2033, and you can ask for Karen Walsh or Mitch Woods. We also have a wonderful website that, Katie, you have done so much work on.
Hardly.
And so there's an opportunity to contact us there.
Okay.
And Katie has been able to forward some wonderful donations to me, some wonderful volunteers to me, and that's another way to contact us and get a better idea of all that we provide.
All right, well, thank you for joining us today, Karen.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. This was fun.